Alright, we're gonna do something a tad bit unusual, and that because it's New Year's Eve, I've decided to do a 2020 version of the Hunger Games. Now, this is like a tradition I've had for quite a while, and I've taken a bit of a break to just do this. So, here it is. And if you're curious why there's no pictures, it's because I can't get the pictures I really want. I just haven't figured out how to copy paste them in. I mean, someone could tell me how to, and in that case, I would love it. But nonetheless, we have our contendants for this year's Hunger Games. Can take a fun look at what is competing. As a tribute stand in their podium, the horn sounds. Jean-Louis runs away from the cornucopia. Dash runs away from the cornucopia. Ben Shapiro gathers as much food as he can. Donald Trump runs away from the cornucopia like he ran away from coronavirus. Harry Styles runs away from the cornucopia, probably just carrying his Vogue dress. Kobe Bryant flies away from the cornucopia with his helicopter. George Floyd puts on his mask. Mike Pence's fly runs away from the cornucopia. Cardi B and Florida Man fight for toilet paper. Florida Man gives up and retreats. This deserves to be on the internet now. Helena B runs away from the cornucopia because I'm actually smart. Karen and Joe Biden threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. I was expecting them to live longer, but not Biden, but I expected Karen. I don't know, seems almost 2020. Nadia Riva runs away from the cornucopia. Sorry for butchering that, I'm probably going to do it for the rest of the game. Breonna Taylor runs away from the cornucopia. Shane Dawson runs away from the cornucopia, like he did from his cancellation. Dr. Fauci, Amber Heard, and Chadwick Boseman work together to get as many supplies as possible. Gwyneth Maxwell scares Kansas Owens away from the cornucopia. Yeah, I think Gwyneth would scare literally anyone away. Kamala Harris and Johnny Depp fight for toilet paper. Kamala Harris gives up and retreats. Because it's Johnny Depp, for crying out loud. Ruth Bader Ginsburg snatches a bottle of alcohol and rag. Somehow I feel like that's in character for her. I don't know. Day 1 of the 2020 Hunger Games. Okay, I want to add this in as we proceed because I feel like this is going to be... A lot of people are going to get very triggered by this, and it will be quite understandable. When I was modifying the events, I would put in this little event where people with tributes would decide to protest only to get tear gassed and shot at. This isn't guaranteed, but there's pretty much a 50-50 of it happening. Now, of course, this is in response of the protests where this did happen. And while I mostly make this out of lightheartedness, I feel like to a certain degree, when there were certain very impactful people, especially impactful people who are involved in this kind of event, like RBG and John Lewis, and many more, that it can be very painful. For events like these, I'll simply let you read them, because I feel like it'd just be better with these ones just to have your own voice and your own understanding. Because I feel like me trying to make it a joke would be incredibly insensitive, and I don't want to be insensitive to anyone. On to some lighter stuff. Harry Styles searches for a water source. Ben Shapiro begs for Breonna Taylor to kill him. She refuses, keeping Ben Shapiro alive. Kamala Harris stalks Mike Pence's fly. Nadia Rivera, Helena B, and Shane Dawson decide to protest. Looks like Kansas Owens' second feud with Cardi B did not go as expected. I mean, she brought Donald Trump in, but Cardi B brought my cat Dash in. And seems like my cat's a killer. Night 1 of the Hunger Hunger Games. Harry Styles attempts to climb a tree, but because he's wearing an over-the-top void dress, he falls to his death. Starring One Direction stans, please don't kill me over there. Kinda messed up this one. So, I think George Floyd's just letting a ghost quarantine with him because he's going insane. I mean, I would too. Clearly I succeeded at the thing Harry Styles failed epically at, so Cardi B's a fucking snitch. Dash was the only reason that you successfully killed Trump in Kansas, so you're gonna fucking pay. Chadwick, what are you doing with your life? What has happened? Is it because you're dead you're doing this? Florida Man, John Lewis, Glenn Maxwell, Rivian Narian, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and Johnny Depp decide to protest. Amber Heard, Dr. Fauci, Breonna Taylor discuss the games and what might happen in the morning over a Zoom call. You know why. Shane Dawson and Kamala Harris huddle for warmth. Kamala. Somehow I feel like she would associate with someone like Shane Dawson. Mike Pence's fly and Kobe Bryant talk about the tributes still alive over a Zoom call. Day 2 of the 2020 Hunger Games. Breonna Taylor searches for firewood. Kamala Harris tries to sleep through the entire day. Mike Pence's fly is pricked by thorns while picking berries. I have no clue how that is possible. Everyone is snitching on each other, I swear. Dr. Fauci, Shane Dawson, Nadia Riviere, George Floyd, and Amber Heard decide to protest. I support 3/4 of this group, so... Yeah, Cardi, I told you I would snitch you. Snitches get stitches, don't you know? You grew up in the hood? Fucking murder my cat who helped you murder your rival. Johnny Depp tends to Ruth Bader Ginsburg's wounds. More reason that he needs to win against his case with Amber Heard.
Деньги, тачки, эти сучки. Хочешь это, хочешь да. Как же заебал.